there any other trailers? What was the other stuff?
Shallows?
The
Yeah,
Shallows.
The Shallows.
Speaking of sharks.
Mm-hmm.
This is a shark movie with a serious eye. It's been a while.
Quite a
since
while.
we've seen a straight-up horror movie about a shark. Now, there was an announcement about Eli Roth making Meg, but actually that was recently handed off from him to somebody else, and I can't remember who it was.
Going? I mean, I've been hearing about people making Meg for like 20
They
years.
handed it off to somebody else that was like, oh, okay, we'll see about this, even though I wasn't into Eli Roth. But we'll talk about Shallows first. And I'll get that information up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about,
Yeah.
honestly. The trailer doesn't really show too much. Good.
It very much gives you the entire conceit of the movie.
Yeah.
But still doesn't show
Which,
very
I
much at
mean,
all.
it's not far off. Have you guys seen The Reef?
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw The Reef.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't actually.
I feel like it's probably going to be fairly similar. I mean, that's out in deep open
Yeah.
water.
It felt very, very similar. It felt like a very similar thing with with much better production value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's interesting. There's a bit more of a ticking clock with
Right.
The Shallows because you see the tide is rising.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically, for those who haven't seen the trailer, it's who's the girl?
Blake Lively.
Yes.
All right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She is trapped on a rock, very close to shore, but she's being circled by the biggest shark
Yeah.
in
Her
the whole
leg
wide
is
world.
very severely injured.
Yeah, her leg is hurty.
Yeah. And yeah, so like you said, ticking clock. If once the tide rises, she's in the water with the shark, but she's
Right.
far enough away that it's like, holy shit, you're not gonna make it.
Now
Yeah.
we don't know what the shark's intentions are.
Yeah.
We're
Could
not
be
given that information.
Good intentions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know. That makes it even scarier.
You might be like, hop on my back.
Yeah.
I'll take you to a wonderful underground.
you'd love to go to.
Under the sea.
You have a dream? I had a dream.
Is that the shark? Is the
yeah.
shark bitter?
Yeah.
I had a dream once too, you know.
The real world's got teeth.
But yeah, I mean, it's hopefully they can stretch this out into enough of a movie. It's a pretty good little setup for oh shit, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that 90 minutes though? I hope so. I'd like to see a really good shark movie. I quite liked The Reef considering it had no budget and pretty much no production value because they didn't make a fake shark. They just used stock footage of great whites and made it incredibly effective.
I was a little on the fence about it. I thought it was a hell of a lot better than what was that other
Open
dumb
Water.
Open Water?
No, that
it was a
sucks.
hell of a lot better than Open
What a
Water.
horrible movie. Well, yeah, because at least this one it gets them in the water in a pretty bad situation right away,
Right.
And the threat comes up pretty fast, and
the
there's
reactions
enough
are good.
tension. Yeah, I thought the actors were all right, whereas Open Water was just like, would somebody eat these two people? Please, they're terrible.
What if the worst people
Yeah.
didn't get eaten for a whole movie? Oh God!
What if it was shot on a
I think
consumer
the
grade
scariest
camera?
the scariest part of Open Water was how loud that camera is when it hits the bottom.
Yeah.
When if you saw that in the theater, it just everything's so quiet.
I saw
and
most
don't
of
know
it
why
in the
they
theater
amped that
because
up
it
so
made
much.
me want to barf.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
So the Meg adaptation has moved hands from Eli Roth to John Turteltaub, who did the National Treasure movies, as well as Cool Runnings, Three Ninjas, The Kid, Phenomenon, While You Were Sleeping, Last Vegas. So a real The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nick
So we're
Cage.
talking
So a
about
real,
someone with a real
journeyman.
Strong sense of what he does on screen. So this
He
is
seems
going to feel a lot
Bruckheimer
like Las
adjacent.
Vegas.
Yeah.
He seems Bruckheimer adjacent, though, so I feel like if he did... Like, I love the first National Treasure movie. I'll go and say
I've
that.
never seen him.
It is... The first one, I love it. It's so much fun.
Love it?
Love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And then I was excited to see the second one, and it is straight garb.
Yeah.
Just disgusting. Awful.
You know what? I like sleeping through the National Treasure movies.
yeah.
It's a really easy one to just like,
Yeah.
what are they doing? We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence. Sweet, dude. I'll wake me up when it's when you
Yeah.
got it. We got it. We got it. Oh.
And done.
Yeah, so was there any other news? Or are we
Well,
gonna get
I
into
just
some...
one last thing. I don't know. Have you guys read Meg or
Have not.
know much? It's like a series of books.
Yeah. Okay.
All surrounding Meg Ryan and her fight to become a weird
I
looking
just,
lady.
like latched into this one character. I haven't read them all by any means, but I was, I have an interest in sharks, and I was really looking for shark movies before the explosion happened.
Is it a romantic interest?
I don't know. I just want to kind of see where things go.
Sure.
You know?
Don't put labels on
No,
things.
no,
Greg.
I'm ready to explore. So I've been kind of waiting for this, but now as I'm a little older too, when I first heard about this, I must have been 20 or something like that. I'm like, yeah, fucking a gigantic shark movie. But now they've made a lot of those, and I'm like, I don't know that you can really make one and have it not be totally stupid.
Yeah.
Because a megalodon is a cool thing to think about, but as far as it translating to possibly still existing,
Yeah.
makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if they make a big silly one, then who gives a fuck? Because we already have all these silly shark
This
movies.
is going to be silly for sure.
Yeah,
now
there's
that
no way.
it's
And
not
this
Eli
director,
Roth.
it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to look all shit like the Thor versus a whale movie I watched.
Yeah.
Hard to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So it's
And
it's not going to work out.
Eli Roth, when he was working on it, he said like, "I'm doing CGI straight up. Fuck y'all."
Yeah.
So I imagine
it worked really well in Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I like Deep Blue Sea.
I like Deep
Yeah,
Blue Sea,
because
but
that
it-
movie's fucking awesome.
It's so good.
His hat was like a shark's fin.
I think it's his head.
My head is like a
Oh, his
shark's
head?
fin.
Really?
His hat. You thought it was his hat?
I'm sorry, which one makes more sense to you? His
My head is like a shark's
My
fin.
head is like a shark's fin.
Head.
Very narrow, very flat on both sides, and very narrow. in
How's
the
your
middle.
brain getting in there?
Picture him wearing a hat that's
Little
like
hat.
that, though.
It's like
Well,
a little.
if his head is like a shark's fin, I don't picture him wearing a hat at all. gonna
It's like
be
a
very
little
different.
novelty
Yeah,
one
yeah.
that you wear in like one crazy summer.
So you posit that his head is like a shark's
Yeah,
fin.
well, you
Head
think
is
it's
like a
his
shark's
hat. What kind of song is that? My hat is like a shark's fin.
Okay,
In stores now.
I'm about to be vindicated.
My shoes are like a race car.
My shirt is kind of turquoise.
Whoa, you lost the plot there a little.
A little bit. I went to the color of the shirt.
Yeah, I couldn't buy a fancy shirt. I spent all my money on this crazy hat.
on
These
my
car
shark hat.
and my racer shoes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to be vindicated.
Okay, Casey's gonna Google that. But yeah, I can't see this turning into. I like if it's National Treasure style, it's gonna be over the top,
Yeah.
which maybe will be fun. But I'm more interested in.
What does that say
shallows.
there?
My hat is like a shark's. Really?
Deepest, bluest. My hat is like a shark's fin.
Is there more than one that we can confirm? Because those are not always accurate.
All right,
Because I
fine.
have been on lyric sites where I was like, "You idiot."
Yeah. Really? Hat?
Yeah.
Do.
That's so
That's the same
stupid.
site.
That's my hat is like a shark's
Find
fin.
one that's not on AZ lyrics.
Okay, this one is lyrics genius. Deepest, bluest. My hat is like a shark's
What?
fin.
That's
Okay.
so stupid.
I thought it was head.
Yeah, I did too. Forever.
I don't see how one is more or less stupid than the other.
Oh man.